Have you ever noticed that a person's face says more than what they say? People say that the face shows what's inside, but for narcissists, it's more like a maze of lies and contradictions. Today we're going to learn about something really interesting: 8 strange facial expressions that narcissists often use. You don't see these smiles or frowns every day. These are instead subtle, sometimes scary faces that give you a hint of what's going on inside. If a narcissist tries to hide an angry look or a cocky smile, these facial expressions often show what's going on inside their head. Stay tuned as we look into these strange but telling habits. After reading this, you will never look at people the same way again. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you think it's helpful before we start. Tell everyone who has ever been confused or even mesmerized by someone else's facial emotions about it. It might help them see things more clearly. First things first, shall we? People's facial expressions can tell you a lot about their feelings and plans even before they say a word. But these phrases can be both confusing and telling when it comes to narcissists. Let's look at 8 strange facial expressions that narcissists often use and talk about what they mean. We'll talk about another layer of the narcissist's mask in each line, so stay until the end. 1. The smirk of disdain. If you've ever been the object of this phrase, you know how unsettling and confusing it can be. The narcissist's smirk of disgust is more than just a facial expression. It's a message that they think they are better than others and look down on them. The smile might look half-hearted at first glance, but it's clear that it's not because it has a cold, condescending tone to it. This phrase doesn't really mean happiness or warmth. It means I know something you don't, or I'm better than you, and I enjoy watching you squirm. The narcissist usually shows this smirk when they think they have the upper hand, like when they're arguing, in a power battle, or even in a small social situation where they think they're in charge. This is how they subtly show that they are in charge and let you know that they think they are right. This silent action is like a gotcha moment for the narcissist. It lets them know that they made you feel bad about yourself without saying a word. Pay close attention. It's not just the smile that tells you something. It's also how their whole attitude changes when they wear it. They seem to be enjoying this silent win, even if it makes you feel bad or embarrassed. They hide it with a smirk that is both sneaky and happy with themselves. 2. The fit of rage. You might not even notice it, but if you look closely, you might see it. A sudden flash of anger or fury in the narcissist's eyes. It only shows up for a split second, so short that someone who isn't paying close attention might miss it. But if you pay attention, you can't miss this flash of anger. It's honest and raw, and it often shows the emotional core that the narcissist tries hard to hide behind their well-polished, well-crafted front. This short phrase usually comes up when the narcissist feels threatened, like when their power is questioned, when they're criticized, or when something shows a weakness they've worked hard to hide. All of a sudden, their carefully crafted image breaks, and you can see their weak, exposed ego. There's no hiding that look of pure feeling. They might try to hide it quickly with a smile or a neutral face, but if you saw it, the damage was already done. This fit of rage not only shows how deeply insecure the narcissist is, but it also shows how quickly they can lose control of their emotions. It says a lot about how they can't handle any kind of conflict or threat to their position, and it shows how defensive they are. 3. The fake smile. Oh, the fake smile. This phrase is one of the most common ones narcissists use, and it's a standard example of how they control your emotions. It's this kind of smile that never quite gets to the eyes. It looks and feels totally hollow, is stiff, and works like a machine. Narcissists often use this smile to hide how they really feel, like when they want to show love or approval that they don't really feel. It's the smile they wear when they want to control or trick someone, or when they want to seem friendly, when they really feel superior or disgusted. The problem with this smile is that it's so obviously fake. It doesn't show real joy, warmth, or love. Instead, it's a well-practiced move that they often use to trick people or hide what they really want. If the narcissist's smile doesn't fit their body language or the mood of the conversation, you can tell it's fake. They might smile while talking in a way that sounds like it was practiced too much, or their eyes will stay cold and detached, showing that they aren't feeling anything. This smile is a trick to make people think they are friendly or easy to talk to when they really aren't. It serves as a warning of how far removed they can be from real emotional expressions and how ready they are to lie to others to stay in charge. 4. The eye roll to curse someone. Eye rolls are one of the most generally rude expressions, and narcissists are masters at using them to show who they don't like someone. The narcissist's eye roll makes it clear that they don't think the other person is worth their time or attention, whether it's in reaction to a suggestion, a compliment, or even a simple statement. It's not just a simple movement. It's a strong, often rude message that says you're better, don't care about what's being said, and are impatient. This phrase is used by a narcissist to put down the other person and make them feel stupid, small, or unimportant. The eye roll is a silent way of saying, you're not important, or what you're saying doesn't matter. It's a very subtle but very effective way to put someone in their place, and people often use it to stay in charge in a talk or social setting. Even though this behavior is mentally immature, it works very well to make others feel less important and boost the narcissist's sense of superiority. It shows how little they care about the people around them, and how simple it is for them to ignore people who don't fit their narrow view of the world. For the person who gets the eye roll, it can be very upsetting and make them feel even less important or worthy. This small but powerful act of power leaves a mark and reminds others that they are not in charge of the situation. 5. The stare that is too strong. One thing that makes narcissists stand out is their ability to scare people, and they have a lot of tools to help them do this. The too intense stare is one of the most unsettling and often uncomfortable facial expressions they use. This look is very different from the norm. It makes you feel like they're not just looking at you, but trying to look right through you. People who stare at you very hard might feel like they are trying to see into your soul, which can make you feel open and vulnerable. Narcissists do this on purpose to show that they are better than other people. They create an air of power mismatch by keeping this steady, often unsettling gaze on you, as if they are in charge of the situation. This kind of stare is often used by narcissists to scare you, remind you of how much better they are, or make their power known in a soft but firm way. It works especially well when they want you to be on edge, not sure what they're going to say or do next. The uncomfortable look throws off your sense of self and makes you think about how you act and react when they are looking at you. Narcissists need to keep others off balance and unsure so they can keep the upper hand. This is why they look at you with such a cold, calculated gaze. People stare at you in this way when they want to control you, not connect with you. It's like they're trying to figure out how valuable you are or watch your every move. 6. The guilty wide eyes. The innocent, wide-eyed look is one of the things narcissists use most often when they want to control someone or play the victim. This expression is meant to make them look totally clueless or helpless, so that you will feel sorry for them and not think about what they are doing. Their wide eyes make them look weak, as if they are confused and totally powerless over what is happening. This over-the-top, almost theatrical look is a show meant to make people feel sorry for them. They might say things like, I don't understand why this is happening to me, or why does everyone treat me this way, to make people feel even worse about themselves. This expression might look real at first glance, but it's really just a mask, an emotional trick to shift the focus and take control of the story in their favor. The wide-eyed look is an attempt to trick people into thinking that they are not guilty and don't deserve the criticism or attention that is being given to them. This is a planned move meant to manipulate people's emotions by making them feel sorry for the person who isn't aware of or sensitive enough to see through the act. The best narcissists know how to use this phrase to play on other people's feelings and make it look like they are the ones being wronged, even when the truth is very different. 7. The put-down smile. The condescending smile is another standard narcissist way of showing how they feel. The condescending smile is much more obvious than the contemptuous smirk, which is subtle but powerful in its superiority. The narcissist often pairs it with condescending words or gestures to support their sense of superiority. This smile is fake and meant to put down or make fun of the person receiving it. When a narcissist smiles at you, it's like they're looking down on you, either literally or figuratively. It's like they're saying, "Oh, you poor thing," or "bless your heart," in the fakest, most cowardly way possible. It's a fake act of kindness that hides the narcissist's real feelings of superiority and contempt. They use this smile to show how much better they are than you, claiming to understand or care about you while actually putting you down. They might smile like this when they think you're being too innocent, when they want to put you in your place, or when they want to trick you into thinking they are more kind than they really are. This smile is especially annoying because it's hard to call out. It's so fake and condescending that you might feel like you're being made fun of. But telling the narcissist about it only makes them feel more in control. It's a smile that takes the edge off, makes you wonder if you got something wrong, and plays on the pain of feeling like you don't quite measure up. 8. The look of nothingness. For some people, the empty look is one of the scariest things a narcissist can do. For the narcissist, this expression means they are mentally cut off from the world around them and have stopped paying attention to the talk or moment. Their face goes totally blank, and their eyes, which were once full of logic or manipulation, look like they have no emotion or depth at all. What they look like is scary because it seems like they've blocked out all signs of life, leaving only a cold, faraway shell. This phrase is often used by narcissists who are bored, uninterested, or just plain bored with what's going on around them. It can also come up when they are planning their next move or planning how to manipulate you in a different way. For narcissists, the empty look is a reminder that they can mentally separate themselves in ways that most people can't. It's surprisingly easy for them to shut down their feelings, leaving an emotional hole where their link to others used to be. This blank stare is very upsetting for the person getting it, because it means the narcissist is not emotionally present. It can make you feel invisible or unimportant. It serves as a warning that their emotional strength is limited and short-lived, and that their ability to cut themselves off from others, when it suits them, is a dangerous form of emotional distance that many people find hard to understand or deal with. There you have it, 8 strange and telling facial gestures of a narcissist. Each one shows a different side of their complicated and often contradictory nature. By spotting these expressions, you can figure out what the narcissist is trying to do and avoid falling for their tricks. Hey there! Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe, and share this topic if you found it helpful. Other people may also need this information. Leave your thoughts below. I'd love to hear about what you've been through. Take care and stay strong until next time. Have you ever noticed that a person's face says more than what they say? People say that the face shows what's inside, but for narcissists, it's more like a maze of lies and contradictions. Today we're going to learn about something really interesting, 8 strange facial expressions that narcissists often use. You don't see these smiles or frowns every day. These are instead subtle, sometimes scary faces that give you a hint of what's going on inside. If a narcissist tries to hide an angry look or a cocky smile,